Hello, Shannon West here, and I am so glad you're here. Thanks for joining me. I have this adorable card to show you. I am totally loving this color scheme right now and am excited to make this for you. I'm starting off with a piece of white cardstock that is 3.5 by 4 3/4 inches, so just a little bit less than a standard size card. And then I have 5 strips of colored cardstock that I have already cut out. You really could do any color scheme with this. A traditional rainbow would look so cute. I went with this because it kind of reminded me for some reason of like an 80s t-shirt, but a modern version of an 80s t-shirt. So the next step, let's put those onto our white cardstock. And there's lots of different ways that you could attach these to the cardstock. I'm going to just go ahead and use Stampin' Seal because that is the easiest. And if you get too much, then you can always use your adhesive remover to take some of it off. Each of these strips are about 1/4 of an inch wide, and that's not really important. But what is important is that all of them are the same width. So whatever width you pick, just keep them all the same. I don't know, I mean, maybe it would look cute if they were all different widths too. Fun things to try. So, oops, almost put the wrong color down. So we have Pacific Point, Balmy Blue, Daffodil Delight, and when I'm sticking them to the card, I'm just making sure that they just need to be long enough to hang over the card just a little bit. This is Blushing Bride. And finally, Pixie Pink. Nope, Polished Pink. But there's only a teeny bit of snail there, so I'm just going to add some here too, just to make sure this one gets nice and stuck to the white cardstock. Okay, now once these are all attached, let's see. Just going to trim off all the edges. That Pacific Point piece is nice and long. Save that piece to use on something else for sure. Trim this side. Excellent. Ah, look how cute that looks. I just love this color scheme. It's so adorable. So we're ready now to die cut this piece. And I have selected the palm tree die from the Palms die set from Stampin' Up. And when running this through the Big Shot, I'm just going to watch. It doesn't really matter. The main things I'm watching are that it overlaps here so that it kind of hangs off a little bit, and that it hangs off here at the bottom. And then I kind of like it to, because this die is shaped a little bit curved, so I'm still going to try to have that effect on there. So those are the two main things to watch. And I'm going to put it through the die cutting machine at once. There's a double layer of cardstock. If you're concerned about that, you can cut them out separately, like attach these first to a piece of copy paper and then run it through the machine separately. I'm not concerned about, so I'm going to run them through at the same time. Now, after running it through the die cutting machine, we'll just put that aside. And these pieces will actually separate, which is okay because we're going to stick them to the white card in just a minute. You just want to make sure that all of those pieces are cut nicely. Perfect. And then we just need to make sure to get this out without breaking off any of the leaves. So let's give it a little bit of extra help, like so. And then my favorite part is coming up, which is to give this palm tree a little bit of extra dimension. So on the card, you can use a bone folder to kind of curve these up. They're really kind of fragile though, so you got to be very careful. Just turn them up, you crinkle them however you want. The whole purpose is to give some dimension to the palm tree so it pops off the card once we adhere everything down to the card. There we go. And even after we attach them to the card, we can still adjust that a little bit. Okay, here's my basic white card, and want to attach this to it. Let's see. And then it's good if you get a little bit down in some of these areas so that they stay stuck to the card and they don't pop up. A little glue dot would be helpful, but I'm just going to do quick and easy route. There we go. And a little bit on this bit over here. There we go. Make sure it's centered on our card with the same border all the way around. Okay. And then this piece, when we're attaching this piece, the only thing that we really need to worry about is the corners. So you want this corner to match up here and this corner down here. It's okay if it's a little wider or a little bit closer together. It'll still look okay, but just get it as close as you can. And now we're ready to put our palm tree down. Now, there's a lot of different ways you could cut out several layers of this palm tree and layer those behind it and pop it up a little bit. I am going to use dimensionals. So I cut this strip of dimensionals and just add that down here to the bottom. And get me one of the mini dimensionals and put it right in the middle, and that'll be good enough to keep it in place. Like so. Oh, just showing just a little bit there. Tuck that in. Oh, so cute. I do not get tired of this adorable color scheme. There we go. Oops, I forgot to take the back off of that one. Yes! Amazing, so cute. Now we need to do a little bit of embellishing. So let's use one of the stamps from the Paradise Palms, the coordinating stamp set, Retirement Wishes. So I needed a tiny little greeting, and so I was looking among these words. I could have done happy or hope or I don't know. Those were probably the two main ones, but I thought I'd do wish so that it could become a birthday card. I try to send a lot of birthday cards, so it seemed perfect for that. So Retirement Wishes. This pink right here is polished pink. I didn't have the polished pink marker, so I'm going to use Melon Mambo, and that'll work just fine. They're really close in color. I'd recommend testing this out before stamping it, because when you're doing a marker, oh, that looks great. Sometimes it gets extra juicy, and so it can give you an idea of what it's going to look like. Make sure it doesn't get on anything else. Okay, and then just kind of go for it. Okay, crooked, so let's try that again. Back side. I actually think I still have quite a bit of ink left on there, so let's try it. Whoops, it's crooked that way. I went crooked the other way. Okay, not giving up. I'm going to try one more time, see if I can get it straight here before I do it straight there. Okay, that was close. Perfect. And I need just a little bit of extra on either side. So I'll cut this one at an angle. Okay. Let's attach it to our card. I'm just going to add a couple of dimensionals, and then I've got a little piece of white twine. And you can either tie a bow first and stick it down. I've done that before, especially when I finish the card and then I say, oh, I should have a bow somewhere or a ribbon of some sort. But this time I remembered, so I'm going to wrap it around this. It's a little fussy sometimes with a tiny piece like this. But there, that wasn't too hard. Now the big question, long floppy ears or short ears? That looks pretty cute. So I'll leave it like that. And just add it to... So let's see, I mean, we really could put it anywhere on here. Have the most contrast if we put it down in the blues. Let's cut that just a little bit more so it's the same angle as the tree. So just tuck it right up under there. Perfect. And the final step, these gorgeous gold butterflies. Well, excuse me, brushed brass butterflies. There was something about wish that made me think of butterflies and making a wish, and then the wish kind of flies away. I don't know if that's just me, but that's what came to mind. So I'm going to use some of these little things. I could not wait to use these on a project too, by the way. They were when I received all my new products. And there we have it, our finished project. Looking so cute and ready to be gifted to someone that appreciates a lovely 80s color scheme or to someone that just appreciates a cute card. Thanks for being here. See you next time. Bye.